Welcome in, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, JK. Hello, Michael. Hello, Zeeks. Hello, Ozzy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday, peoples. Gonna be making meatball subs tonight. And Ozzy's gonna make me rank Minecraft foods, I think, while we wait on them to poof. Hey, it's a full list. So many, like, I've gone looking for things to use on that site, and so many of the lists are just not filled out. Or they're, like, random stuff in some small part of some country that I know nothing about. I am no master of balls. But I'm gonna do my potato sub bread recipe. I was debating just buying pizza dough for this, and I'm gonna make my own bread, chat. So that means we're gonna hang out for a little bit for that to both proof and proof with the meatballs and cheese and tomato sauce in them. Thank you for the resub. 4 months. Where did I put my mug? I thought I had my mug over here. I'm just gonna call you T. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for the resub. Oh, dad jokes. Dad jokes are welcome here. Russian things. I started that late too, so we gotta give it another couple of seconds. Oh, hi there. I still haven't figured that why that isn't working right and why there's a chocolate heart in front of my face right now. Instead of showing up when Ozzy was heavily pumping up chocolate versus bacon earlier. Keep forgetting to get a new brick of Parmesan. I say brick, I'm not gonna buy a wheel. I mean like a little hunk. Though if I could ensure a dry space, I mean it'd probably be worth it long term. New bottle of half and half. I'm looking forward to tomorrow's dinner. I mean, tonight's gonna be, I mean, who doesn't love meatballs? But, yeah, caramelized onions. Thank you for joining me tonight, everyone. Cheers. Where do we start with everything? Bread. We need to get bread going. Because normally I poured a little heavy tonight, and so it's a little full in the glass, but normally I get a nice froth going on it, a nice foam. And I like a little foam in my coffee. Like, it's really the major part of, like, I enjoy of having a latte over a coffee, but I never go out for lattes. But I mean, it's the foam. I mean, it's coffee, it's not gonna have a lot of foam. But I get some. More half and half. I got free lattes in college. When I knew all the people that worked there, because they were like, not necessarily in my class, but Culinary Institute of America, when I was there, I think I'm pretty sure they've gone back to a more standardized calendar as far as bringing students in and not. But when I was there, they brought new students in and graduated new students every 3 to 6 weeks, typically every 3 weeks. And so, yeah, like, there was a lot of people there that weren't, like, in your grade or weren't in your block, using CIA terms. Warm up water, I was just using you. Oh, it helps if I turn the water on warm? Wow. I'm gonna give this a quick nuke in the microwave to warm up. Quit looking in my dirty microwave. No, I'm not cleaning it. I've owned that tank of a microwave for 25 years. $24 years? Like, imagine buying a microwave today and having it last 25 years. It's gonna break the next time I use it, isn't it, chat? I've just jinxed myself. Yeasties. Hey, they can see me. A little bit of sugar and make them happy. Very artfully. Yeah. Pentode. Quite possibly, yeah. will. Adding in salt to our egg there.
Cheers to another month, Chef. Hope you're having a great Sunday.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's been a pretty good Sunday so far. I was pushing starting stream on time tonight, but got it done. We're gonna need that, and I am going to need not that. Ooh. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you for that raid, Kitchenwitch. What were we up to? What snacks you bringing me? I want snacks. Thank you for the follows. I'm just getting started here tonight. I'm working on making meatballs, or rather making meatball subs, but I'm planning on making my meatballs while I make my sub bread, and then wrapping the meatballs in the sub bread and baking the meatballs in the bread. Is that still considered a sub? Is this like a oblong calzone? What do we call this, chat? Hi there, mommers. Doing just a little less than 4 cups of flour here. And then I'm going to add in potato flakes. I used to. I don't remember things like that very well, Pentoad. I would guess in the 60s, off the top of my head. For those just coming in, the lovely chocolate heart is because for some reason my bot is showing this image instead of the overlay that is supposed to be across the top, making the background behind the donations and stuff like that a little bit darker. Yeah. Bot's not doing too well with that one right now. Almost certainly. Almost any major kitchen and regular service has got several hot ovens or grills, or hell, even most of them have preheated pans. Salamanders too. The problem is when you have to heat them up, which is, I mean, the stuff at home, this regular person's house is not. Hey, Froggy. Do you know that microwaves are something like wide? The actual wave. So adding our woken up yeast, dairy, and water in with our eggs, salt, flour, and potato flakes. No, I think they actually heat up the moisture inside of foods. I say that as someone that uses literally way too much. This is sort of weird. Now that I've redone things on voice attack, it used to just show what command I was giving it, but now it's showing, it's like another set of captions. It's repeating everything back to me. I don't know what setting I changed to make it do that. Get off of my hand, dough. Definitely gonna be picking dough off of my fingernails at like 9 o'clock tonight. Ooh, a toughie in the scramble. Who's gonna get it? I'd rather see salt and pepper sausage or just plain turkey. But if it's on sale, though if it's on sale, it's probably from last year. Well, most turkeys from last year. Yeah, I said that without thinking, oh yeah, turkeys take about 9 months to raise. I'm saying we haven't genetically engineered them yet to have them reliably raised year-round. Especially since they take up much more area, not just in size themselves, but, you know, land than chickens. They're not, you know, they're not cheap. It's sort of amazing that turkey meat is so cheap. It's because they do it like once a year and they push it all on Thanksgiving. The other meats just have that much more of a stranglehold on at least the American public. Because with how much cheaper turkey typically is than chicken, at least as I see it, people have to prefer chicken. All right, we're gonna let that to poof. I've done Thanksgiving streams. At this point, I'm sort of doing holidays when they line up with my already set schedule. I haven't been doing anything special in a while as far as like extra holiday streams or anything like that. I've done some other things with Thanksgiving in the past. I haven't always gone just with turkey, but I've done turkey too. I think I've done turkey roulade. I don't think I did anything last year because I don't think it lined up with stuff. And I think the year before that I did a Goodfellas Thanksgiving where I did all the foods from the prison scene of Goodfellas, where they got live frozen lobsters and steak and fresh bread and booze, all while they're in prison. Fresh pasta, fresh sauce, making the sauce in prison. That was a fun one. I enjoyed the scotch too. It was good. I mean, it was a cheapy bottle of scotch, and I'm not a scotch aficionado. If you got the time and planning ahead of time, brining's typically a good plan. Especially if it's a large piece of meat without a whole lot of interwoven fat. Yeah, they can see me. Well, I wouldn't like to be a prison in any time period. But if I had to be one, it's a pretty good gig. Alright, so we're switching from this to sauce making. Just 3 small onions. Taking a little extra off of the top of that one. It looks like this one. Yeah, we're doing okay. I was worried we were going to lose a bunch of layers. And it's okay because I really only need... I'll keep that. Well... Raiders. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for that raid. What are we doing tonight, everyone? Where are we all coming from, everyone? Hello, I'm Chef JT. I cook on stream 4 nights a week. I'm making meatball subs tonight. Except I'm gonna be taking my time doing it. We're just getting started with making our sauce. I am proofing my bread for my subs. And I'm actually planning on making the meatballs and putting them in the dough and then baking the dough around the meatballs. And so I've been provoked. No one's really said in chat, is this still a sub? Is this still a meatball sub? If we're baking the bread around the meatballs and sauce and cheese? Let's see, we can use this. This will work for this. We're gonna need one of you too, but that's for later. Garlic's getting old. It's soft. It depends on the type of garlic. Majority of garlic that you will see in supermarkets, basically all the garlic you'll see in supermarkets, is what's known as soft neck garlic. And that can last dried considerably long. That can last at least a year. However, this is hard neck garlic, where if you notice the stem of that, there's a solid stem in the center of that, versus being sort of like a green onion or something like that, where it's layers of paper. There's like a solid core to this. These only last a couple of months. And you can typically find them in farmers markets or gourmet stores, but they're seasonal and they don't last. But they are typically much more potent. Typically. Come on, peel. No, I'm not doing the 2 metal bowls. That works, but I don't really want to bother with the metal bowls trick unless I'm doing like whole heads, multiple heads of garlic at a time. I'm wondering if I left my fan on in the back room or not, because it is way too hot here right now. Way too hot here right now. I think we're good with that right now for the garlic. Oh, the AC is on. It's blowing here. I actually don't think it was really all that hot today. I thought I was out just a little bit before stream. Nah, I've been slacking on my walking. My legs have just been killing me lately. It didn't help me that I've been doing some other things that make my legs feel worse, like squats and stuff like that around the house, versus not like massive weight squats. Kip. Welcome. Believe so. You get into scientific naming and... Good guess. Yeah, Kip. They're from the delicious family. Yes, I don't have it. Ooh, we have a fan of the clams. Bit of tomato paste. Hey, Kristen. Yeah, but I'm not going to tell you how to do it. Touch more salt. MSG. Pepper. Because I'm not hyping up what brand I'm using. dried thyme, dried oregano. And then dried garlic as well, because there's garlic in there, but garlic and garlic powder are actually going to give you different flavor profiles. Turn the flame down low so we're just barely bubbling. I honestly was going to buy fresh tomatoes to do this since we're hanging out for the bread. And it probably should have, considering the time of year and all that. But I ran into the store last second. I looked at what tomatoes they had. I was like, yeah, one, too expensive. Two, I'd be like, it was a small, quick grab store. I would have been like wiping out half of their tomatoes. So switching gears here, sort of. We got our sauce over on the stove. I'm just realizing now that chat has not seen that until just now. But we've got that over on the stove. You gonna make noises every time? It's nice that you heard me, though, voice attack. And so now we're going to be working on our meatballs. Get out of here, strays. Scrambles are all one word, and you have to type exclamation mark scramble to join in. But welcome in, Chrissy. Oh, I already said hello. Yeah, I've done chicken meatballs before. You just gotta make sure you cook them a bit more. Not that, I mean, ground beef you really should cook all the way through. Ground anything, especially if it's like I'm buying it, the pucks made by the industrial cafos. Rather than locally fresh ground. Hi, Cosmic. That being sort of like my conversation before, how most of these big meat packing companies, the processing places are set to go like 12 hours killing cows, 12 hours cleaning. And so you can have this machine sitting there and have a diseased cow or something like that go in there first thing in the morning. And then that's how we get these huge meat recalls, by the way. And then it just goes through and they process everything throughout the whole day. And so when they say your ground meat can have thousands of cows in it when you buy it pre-packaged, it can. I have thousands of pigs and cows on my counter right now. Or at least probably hundreds. Because I'm doing pork and beef tonight, chap. How many of you did I lose with that lecture? With that splaining. Hi, Nan Reader. No, the problem here in the U.S. is laws and corporations. The corporations have very much engineered the laws and regulations to make it very hard to start up new competition. Like, there's no, like, built-in stepping stones, like you start a small processor to this to that. No. It's like you gotta go full bore, you know, buy everything. Pay for the inspectors and all of that. Which, I'm not going to say that, you know, a good portion of the health laws that they put and regulations they put in place are good. I just think they're neglecting other avenues. Like, I'm not a big fan of, I can't remember his name even, but the dude from Food Inc., the farmer that sits there and explains how he had to fight the USDA on harvesting his chickens out in an open air place by testing surfaces all over the place and proving everything to them that it was actually lower and less contaminated than the competition. That said, the guy is an absolute whack job. And there's people that are still trying to put up that fight, but I mean, typically they're pretty small processors. They're few and far between, and just gonna rinse out this bowl. Use this for mixing the dough originally, so it's... Oh no, there's flour in my meatball. Some extra water in there too. Let's get rid of that. We want all the moisture in our meatballs to be meat moisture. Meaty moisture. Cutting board camera. Cutting board camera. There's also some to say, well, a lot of it has to do also with actually the mafia. Or at least organized crime. Because at least when things were open, they've wait, where am I getting an alert from? Where did we get the alert from? How strange. Oh, Nan Reader joined the Patreon. Nan Reader's getting some patches. You get a patch if you join the Patreon. Actual cloth. Although it's got a sticker back. JK, did you get yours? Or are they still stuck in the mail? Going back to Mafia and meat, much like alcohol, you had a bunch of laws. Like you have the dram shop laws, which are the famous ones in the U.S. when it comes to alcohol. You had very similar laws put in place with the meat industry, where the butcher, the actual animal butcher, or the processor, is separate from the meat packer, and the meat packer is separate from the retailer. Awesome, JK. Thank you. I will get those out to you quickly, Nan Reader. Took me a couple extra days to get them mailed out to JK because I didn't have the envelopes yet. I don't have the memory for this, Pentoad. I'm thinking that was what... Wasn't that Prohibition? Don't use me as encyclopedia for facts like that. My memory is not... no. And so that's why you have very clearly here in the US when it comes to alcohol and stuff like that, like basically everything goes through a distributor. Like you go to, like when I was in Kentucky and visiting bourbon producers, they would have a sales shop in their like tours area. Of course they want to sell you booze, but just about every single one of them had a little plaque there saying that we're not competitive with local stores who are going to beat us out, and everything here has gone from our store to a reseller or to a bottling company and back to the store to be in compliance with law. That said, I've been to a couple distilleries and stuff like that, you know, I'm not going to say which ones because I don't want to get them in trouble, but they're sort of like, give this a try. In those cases, that was when I was with the CIA at places, and they were trying to wow 30 plus chefs that could potentially be customers in a couple of years. Okay, so we got mushrooms and shallots. Now we're going in with our pork. Or rather, our beef first. I guess the CIA does have crime lords. Hi, CIA. Pucko pork, pucko beef. It be poofin'. Let's see here. Why did I walk over here? Ah, breadcrumbs. Not sure where you're getting the name Plucko from. They can see me. Dried oregano. Oh, puck. I mean, it's not round, but bricko beef, bricko pork. Garlic powder. Freeze-dried basil. Freeze-dried basil. I personally would have preferred oyster mushrooms over creminis, but I didn't see good oysters available. And I don't mean king oysters, they're all stem, they're all show. They're like the mushroom you buy when you want to have a show mushroom and not actually eat any. Now I'm gonna have someone tell me that they love king oysters. Oh, they're just great grilled. They're all stem. I should wash my hands because that was meat, not just rinse them. I actually have a t-shirt that I never wear anymore that says amateur mycologists have questionable morals. I guess it's time. I can't avoid it anymore. We gotta turn the oven on. It'd be poofing. I'm thinking this might be a bit small. Debating if I want bigger balls, Trot. I guess that's a decent sub meatball size. I think that destroys a Subway ball. No egg in my meatballs. Just relying on the protein to hold them together. Hey JK, that's what she said. I don't know, do they actually promise meat on their menu? After all, their tuna is apparently not tuna, and their bread is some combination of yoga mat and, according to Ireland, pastry. Or was that Scotland? I've just disturbed both the Irish and the Scottish at the same time. I don't know, and I don't know if I even really believe them if they win it. It has to cost next to nothing. I mean, I know they're not $5 anymore, but they were $5 for how long? And you gotta consider all of the fresh produce in that price. In order for that company to make any money at all, it has to be practically free. Music still going, or did I kill it with my... I can see it still. Yeah, I just can't hear it. That wash was mostly just to get the fat feeling off of my hands. I didn't soap up or anything. I feel like people, like, I should be more clear about, like, half the time I rinse my hands just because they feel like, ugh. Nope, I'm just gonna eat them raw. I'm not going to trust him to cook in the dough at all, actually. There's going to be a little bit of steam action going on there inside of the dough, but I don't think it's going to be enough to cook the interior of it at all, really. But we are going to have to sear all of these lovelies. And so I am now going to move the sauce over to the other side. Heating that up. Gonna add some cooking oil. More than I would for sauteing, but just enough to sort of nice and lightly coat the bottom. over on the stove. Wow. Command's just not working for me, huh? And beeping everyone at the same time. Definitely don't want to overload it, especially since I'm putting them on there a little premature. Premature ball placement. Switching over to tongs, so I'm giving my hands a proper wash now. Double check something here. Yeah, those are all active. That's active. Okay. That's all working fine. Are we streaming all right over here? Yeah, it looks like we're streaming all right over on the YouTubes. It's our oven coming to temp. I'm debating if I want to bother with the potatoes tonight or not, chat. I think we're going to wait on the potatoes. It's growing. The equivalent. I've got baby potatoes, and I was thinking of seasoning them and throwing them in the oven. I think this is more than enough tonight. So it wouldn't be anything overly exciting, but it was something else to put on the plate with our meatball subs. By the way, I'm planning 2 of these things. Although this is technically maybe enough for 3 to 4 footlongs, traditional. The other possibility of what I was planning for tonight was more of a cost decision. I was thinking of making a salad for tonight, but not just like greens and like something that would take me a minute or two to make up, but that requires, probably cucumbers, tomatoes, whole bunch of stuff. I have shredded mozzarella that has been in the fridge for a bit, so we're hoping it's not green. We've got, if we need to, a hunk of jack cheese. And I've also got the slices of white American. So this is going to take a moment getting all these nicely seared. As they get seared, they're going to go into the sauce. Well, fine. You want to be a problem, we can deal with it that way. That's the real problem with buying shredded cheese, is it just goes bad so quickly. Just if it's a block of cheese, it's actually the FDA is perfectly fine with you just cutting the mold off and grating the rest. But it's got to be a solid block of cheese. Strangely enough, chat, this reformat of the computer has improved my mouse's ability to function again. The right mouse button works again. Funny how that is. I get it, Logitech. You're just annoyed at me for making fun of your mouse plan. Thank you for the follow. Oregano? No one's guessing oregano? Oh, JK guessed it. Okay. It's like, we used all sorts of oregano today. Ooh. Thank you for the raid. For those just joining in, hello, I'm Jason. Cook live on stream 4 days a week. And we're doing sort of meatball subs tonight. Definitely making meatballs. Definitely making bread. I just don't know if we can call this a sub. The chat's leaning more towards calzone, I think. Because the idea is I am planning on wrapping our sauce, meatballs, and cheese in fresh dough and then baking it. But otherwise, other than being cut, it's still meatball sub. Well, welcome back. I'm searing balls. We got our sauce going. I'm giving up on the potatoes I was planning on doing. I was thinking of doing some... I've got some baby potatoes over there on the shelf. I was thinking of roasting those up for sort of like along the lines of fries. But small and cutesy. I'm staying with just the subs. And also, if any of you missed that description, most of the time, virtually all of the time, you can type !menu or !dinner, and I'll let you know what we're up to today. It has been a long time since I have been on a bicycle. I have one. I just don't ever use it. I've made jerky before they consume me. The problem with making jerky is typically you have to make a lot of it. And I don't like drying my jerky out to the point that it's a rock or leather. Like, and so those two don't really match. Either you do it lightly and you eat it quickly over like a week or two, or you dry it. Let's see if we get all of that in there. Have a good one, Ham Hock. Thanks for the raid. You want to be careful now with the sauce, because meatballs can fall apart if you get too... I mean, the balls are delicate. You got to be careful with how you handle them in sauce. I should have counted these when I had them all nicely placed here in the half hotel pan. I have no idea how many meatballs I've made. Still two more. Wish I had a small paper bag. I've got these extra mushrooms here on the counter. I don't want to put them in a plastic bag in the fridge. I don't want to put them open air in the fridge either. I think I have a bag of mushrooms in the back of the fridge that's sitting back there for the chicken stock in the future, because I don't care if they're dried out for the chicken stock. But that means diving into the refrigerator, which, even though I cleaned out the refrigerator earlier this week, I'm not going to do on stream. I can now live without eating a Dorito for at least the rest of the year, maybe 2-3 years. I mean, obviously, if we get an ingredient challenge, that's another thing, but yeah, I don't think I need any more Doritos in my life for a while. I just don't think they have, like, they have decent flavoring, they have decent seasoning on their product. It's just, I think there's too many options in the tortilla world these days for them to be something interesting. If I want tortilla chips, especially for nachos, I don't think of Doritos. They're 100% sandwich fodder, like sandwich and chips or some other, daytime lunch and chips thing. Like, they go way up my tier list if, they're not being combined with anything in any form. They're just competing against other plain chips. I wouldn't know. It's been a while since I've been in a Subway. Chat, do you think their crab salad has any seafood in it at all? Like, not even, you know, the fake pollock crab. Chat, do any of you have a problem with flattening your balls when you cook them? Do you smush them? Do you squish them? Do you... carefully maneuver my balls here so they all get nicely coated. Okay, back to bread. Oh, I didn't warn chat. For the amount of meatballs they can see me, questionably. For the subs, no problem. This was used meat and stuff. Let's get my hands another rinse up. This will work. Too sticky. Yep. Malted all-purpose flour. I never have good luck with getting bread flour to proof quickly. Like, I can work with bread flours if I'm giving things time and not doing them on stream, but very questionably they can see me. Life can throw you lots of twists and turns. I did not enjoy this most recent round of inflation. At the same time, I'm also smart enough to realize the most recent inflation, it can be partially blamed on our government, but it's really because of, like, the world's going to war. I'm like, on one hand, I want to say yeah. On the other hand, I still look at job listings. I still, like, what if? And I most certainly still look at commercial real estate and stuff like that. But, like, I've gone. All of Europe and the US through a proxy war with Russia. Questionably, Korea and Iran mixed into that. Israel definitely mixed into that. Like, just because it's a bunch of small proxy wars, I mean, proxy wars weren't really a thing for the first couple of world wars. Nah, not this time, Penta. Most of the time, yeah, follow the money. I think this has a lot more to do with, look at the number of dictators in this world in their 70s plus. Alright, now we're getting into cheese. Cheese time, chat. Is it gonna be green and fuzzy? Not my prime choice of mozzarella, but cheap. I think we're good, chat. I see no fuzziness going on there. For the most part, I agree. Usually war, though, has a lot more to do with technological advantages, or technological advances, not advantages. You could argue meth in World War II, maybe drones in modern day. Sort of building these upside down. I guess they aren't 100% on cam. I'm going to use up the last of the American cheese. American. I drink teas that are full of sugar. Soda is sort of like a comfort food thing for me. Like when COVID hit, I bought a bunch of soda. But primarily, I drink coffee and water. Especially modern days. Lemon, raspberry. If I go into a Starbucks, which is very rare these days, I'm probably not going in there for coffee. I'm probably grabbing an unsweetened green tea in a large jug because I'm sweating and it's hot outside and it's summer. Soda and Slurpees are definitely in my comfort food territory. Slurpees are something that used to be much better before, back in the day too. They switched from using traditional syrups to syrups developed just for Slurpees. And now they have machines that are pumping extra CO2 into the Slurpee mix as it gets poured, and so it's even more pumped full of air. The quality is just now nowhere near where Slurpees were when I was a kid. And to top it off, half of the time they use this like cheap cleaner stuff that they push through the machine that's designed to be safe to consume but is not really intended to be. And so half of the time when I go there and get myself a Coke Slurpee, it tastes like pina colada. So frustrating. How many meatballs do I try and put in these, chat? I'm gonna do the Subway 8 to start and see how many we got left over. 8 might be all I can fit anyways. Yep, chat, I can only fit 8. Like, I have seriously looked in, like, I know restaurant hardware. I have looked into having my own Slurpee machine. They don't have something that's gonna work well in the home for less than like $5,000. You can find cheaper ones, but in general, drink machines start at about $2,500 to $3,000, and the good ones are 5 or more. Someone was worried about how much sauce I'm going to have left. I think we got plenty of sauce here. So we're going to add some of this sauce over the top. No, but a lot of them do like more power. I mean, they're essentially large refrigerators. Alright, so now we're going to try closing up our first ones here. I'm going to start by wrapping the ends over the top here. And we're going to burrito roll these, because I got enough slack here. Bottled lemonades are all horrible these days too. Like, the Newman's Own isn't horrible, but like, I'd almost rather the powdered lemonades over most of the lemonades you can buy in a bottle these days. Arg. Come back, music. Seam side down. Tanawa. We're doing pretty good. This one's trying to pop out on the end. We got a ball trying to squeeze out over here. Thank you for the follow. Well, we're not cooking them yet. We're gonna have to let these hang out here for a little bit. We need to do another proof session with these. So these are gonna hang out here for another 30 minutes, or maybe even longer. I'm gonna go ahead and put these over on the stove. I do when I feel like there's a need to check for salt or acid. Yeah, you definitely should taste your food as you're cooking it, and it's something that I should do more of as I'm doing it, but most cases I know what I'm putting in there. I know what I'm mixing together. I'm only varying things a little bit to try things out. Tasting is extremely important when it comes to consistency, which I could give a shit about consistency. I hate consistency in food. I hate that you can go to McDonald's anywhere in the world and get, the same sandwiches and the same fries and the same, because nothing grows the same like that. That's 100% humans' things to grow in a specific way. I don't think that it's, yeah. Mostly it's to see, is the sauce today as tasty as it was last week? They wrote us a good article last week. I can tell you the stores most certainly used to be. Like, people actually sat down in them when I was a kid. I don't know if it was an improvement, but like, most of them still had ball pits too. Like, as a kid, I thought it was awesome. As an adult, I'm like, ew, that's disgusting. Let's go over here to the Discord here. You know how this isn't McDonald's, but I put this in the Discord the other night. Are you seeing this price down here? It's a little fuzzy. Is bacon gonna win it, chat? Or are you gonna make me use poorly seasoned pasta? Let's see, where was that? That was in the sub chat. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted. Okay, Ozzy put this in the subscriber Discord channel. So we're going to give this a shot. There's a number of these that I don't know if they're better than others. There's some of these that like, I even remember McDonald's, like, they were never comfortable, but I remember the day back when McDonald's actually still had cushions. Like, there were still, there was a little give to that, like, plastic material. That, like, imitation, like, we're not even gonna try and pretend to be leather, faux leather plastic sheets. You remember when Wendy's still had, like, wooden furniture? Alright, Minecraft foods. I think we're gonna have to... Let's see here. Let me think about this for a moment. Think about my tier system here a little bit. It was back when they designed the, like, sunrooms on every Wendy's, because Wendy's would often, like, buy old McDonald's or old Burger Kings. And then in order to make them look their own, they would put the big, like, sun room in the front. How's the whole chicken cooked in Minecraft? By killing a chicken using fire. Let's see here. Let's start with... Let's just go in order of what's there. I'm going to give apple a B just because it has other forms that you can turn it into that are useful. Baked potato is definitely a D because, like, you take a potato, which I'm unsure if you can eat on its own or not, but you can bake it. It doesn't really improve it. Like, in real life, it improves it. In the game, it doesn't improve it. You have campfires, you have the original stove, you have smokers, and you have smelters. Smelters are primarily just for, like, you can do everything that you're doing in a normal oven in a smelter. Smelters just do it faster at a higher cost of fuel, from what I remember. And then cooking with campfires is just a pain in the butt that takes forever, and you can only do 4 items at a time, and yeah. Beetroot. Yeah, that's got to be. That's my starting system here. Apples, they're not great, but they can turn into better things, which we'll get to down here later. The beets are just generic. Well, beets are almost like, maybe we should do this, because beets aren't as good as like carrots. Carrots can also be turned into better things too. And then you can't even eat these. Eating these is not a good plan. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the ones that are just a bad plan to eat down here. Like, this has some mild utility to it while being bad. Yeah, it's sort of weird. They made campfires like, the ingredients aren't horribly hard to get, but they're just too much of a pain to get that I always skip them. I end up making them later on when I want to make some farm that uses them. When it comes to campfires. And then I make soul campfires, because they kill things faster. Soup. You gotta make soup, so it takes a bit of work to make, but we're gonna go with B with that. Bread. We're gonna go slightly better than straight veggies with that. Hi, Buns. We're doing a tier list tonight of Minecraft foods. Our subs are over on the stove here, proofing. They've already been wrapped up. They've already got the meatballs inside, and the cheese, and the sauce. Cake. Cake's a weird one because it's got multiple things. Like, I don't know if am I 100% rating this from a food aspect, or am I rating this somewhat from a useful sense? Because you can use, increasingly so, you can use cake in Redstone for electronics in Minecraft for programming, or that's for doing simple tasks, automating simple tasks, because it has, I think it's 12 slices. Why is pufferfish enough? Doesn't it kill you? Like, this poisonous potatoes are down here because you can't even eat them. You can't even compost these. Like, this is like the worst item in all of Minecraft. Ooh. Atanaloa joining the Patreon and getting a patch. Or multiple. They have sticker backings, but they're all cloth. Very tightly knit, very close pattern. You can't even hardly tell that they're cloth on camera. Thank you for joining the Patreon. Let's see here, and that's 2 tonight, so I'll have to get those out here. I'll get those out probably tomorrow. Thank you. Let's see here. So cake, like cake, that puts it automatically, like for me, its redstone abilities almost automatically as a B. Its recipe making and how hard it is to make the most other things puts it in a C, I think. Granted, both that and bread typically you can make a whole bunch of, but you have to make them. There's extra clicks, there's extra steps. Cooked chicken is a good one. That's definitely a B. No, we're gonna leave that as a B. Fish is gonna go down on the C's for me. Lamb, this is gonna go down here too. Pork, we can do up here. Chicken, we're gonna do that down there. Cookies, they don't have the redstone benefits and all the recipe detriments. Enchanted apples, that may be the only S tier. Yeah, we'll give golden carrots S tier too. Golden apples up there too. Enchanted is just like, it's a golden apple, but it's just slightly more useful. Slightly more rare. It's like S plus. It's not better than S. It's just top tier S. I didn't even know you could eat these. You have to find them. They're not easy to find compared to most of these others. So I'm gonna put them down there. Honey. Again, we get into, are we talking about redstone uses of honey? I mean, it's not a honey block. It's honey, so we need 4 of these to make a honey block to make the... We'll put it there with the rest of the C round is sort of like the typical food. Watermelon's a little bit more of a pain than typical. Same with milk. Like, these are... The ones down here are the ones that are harder to farm, too. Like, you have to individually get things of milk, and you have to have milk jugs, which... Or rather, pails, which these are not cheap unless you have an iron farm. Fish, you have to kill. You have to capture. And then you gotta cook it. Which makes basically, like, technically you should probably put the raw ones down here one. I think that's right. One of these is cooked and one of these is raw. One of these is cooked and one of these is raw. I think that's raw. I think, it's questionable which one of these is raw. I'm gonna leave the red one down there. We're gonna move the red one down there. I'm gonna swap them. Okay, kelp is an interesting one. Soup, I'm gonna put with the other soup. They gotta have a recipe to be put together. These ones are only elevated because they can become these. These are because they're, even though they're cooked, they have more hearts, so they last longer. And they're farmable. These ones are not farmable. At least easily farmable. Yeah, baked potato is D. I'm gonna put regular potato above baked potato. Which one is this? I'm forgetting what this is. Have a great one, Pentone. We're getting close here for me to have to put these in the oven. Let's get our oven all up to temp here. Is that cheese? Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie. That's what that is. Pumpkin pie. I don't even know how to make pumpkin pie. How do we make pumpkin pie? Other than pumpkins. Pumpkin, sugar, and egg, that is not easy to make. Still gotta cook it. You gotta hunt it and cook it. Gotta hunt it and gotta hunt it and cook it. I don't think you can farm rabbits in Minecraft. Like, these might be here now. Because they prick you and they want to kill you. Their plants want to kill you. And then the kelp. Ease of harvesting and the fact that you can actually use that as a fuel too. We'll move that up a notch. What do we think, chat? Do you agree with my rankings? What did I do completely wrong there? While you sit there and study that, I'm going to whip up an egg. It's too complicated to make buns. You have to get, like, you're gonna set up a chicken farm for the eggs, and you're gonna go and get the milk and, or no, the eggs and the sugar. So you're gonna start up a sugarcane farm, you're gonna get a chicken farm, and then you're gonna harvest pumpkins to make pie. I'm just gonna kill a cow and cook it. Oh, this is one of those sites that's sadly still using Twitter for authentication. Words. Oh, and I'm not signed on Twitter on this computer, so that went bye-bye, chat. If you want to see that again, you have to watch the VOD. I very rarely do things on Threads. Something will draw me over there and I post it. I do just about everything I can to avoid X these days. I don't, like, I still have my account there, I still have my page there, but I do not do anything with Twitter. I just misnamed it there, it's Twitter. I go to Threads more than I go to Instagram these days. Social media has always been garbage. We just thought it was better before. It was less popular. As long as Elon dead names his daughter, I think it's fair game to dead name Twitter. You have a bit of a blowout on this end. So we're going to now give these an egg wash. Now that we've given these a nice proof time, they poofed up a bit. There's going to be some bubblage around our balls. Hi, Mel. We'll do... Whoa. That is not what I wanted to grab. That's what I wanted to grab. Oregano. And then some of that powdered cellulose. Alright, chat, time to put my balls in the oven. Time to cook my balls. For a second time. Twice cooked balls. And we're going to take a look at those in 20 minutes. Oh, you're kidding me, Steam. Making me log in. I'm installing something, chat. We're hopefully not killing my internet. Not dropping frames. We're gonna be if this loads, but by the time the meatballs are out of the oven, if this downloads and I can play it by then, we're gonna do some marbles. But we're 1/5 of the way there. We're 20%, chat. Meatballs. Zoom right. Don't know why it's playing noises still. You can do it, Steam. Mostly worried about getting it out in and out of the house here. Like, I have a feeling that the 10 gig network in my house can handle downloading marbles. It's whether my ISP can handle my stream and downloading marbles. Which it seems to be doing okay too. It's just taking a minute. Is Chef getting hungry or not really? I'm hungry. trying to remember if I've had anything to eat today. I don't think I've had anything to eat today. So I should be hungry. How come no one guessed homogenation? Homogenization? That's one heck of a word. Why do you have to make words so long? Ah, yes, now we're verifying. We've downloaded, chat. Now we're verifying that we've downloaded. I've never noticed, like, everyone talks about giving their kids sugar and getting them all wound up. Like, does sugar wind all of you up? Like, I get the crash, but, like, getting hyper, I don't... We got subs in the oven and meatballs in front of your face there, 420 bands. Welcome in, Stoner. Hey, Nutbanger. We're skipping the roasted baby potatoes. It was too much. Don't need them potatoes. Where are you at, game? I started you up. Open. Open, game. Nah, I would think French onion's actually more complicated than beginner cook recipes. It does a good job of covering all the basics, though. Actually, no, I take that back. It's not a great... No. Like, yeah, you bake something, you cook something, you have to learn how to caramelize onions. But it has nothing to do along the lines of, like, food safety with wanting to cook meats to a proper temp, or... It's also Jon Stewart's favorite dish. Let's see, where are you, game? Did you load, game? There you are. Whoa. Get out of here, noise. Can you hear the game noise on top of our regular music, chat? Okay, so we got that. Can we actually play this game now? Let's go here. Let's go there. And let's do some marbles, chat. Oh, please capture, game. Why aren't you capturing, game? There we go. All right, chat, if you want to join in marbles, all you have to do is exclamation mark play for each round. And I'm going to give out a sub to whoever wins. Play, not join. Did I say join? Sorry. It's play. I've not eaten skunk. I've not even really... I do know that I've read that the meat is not like it doesn't have this disgusting flavor to it, like the scent of the animal. But no, I don't know of anyone offhand that has tried it. I have not seen it in any video or anything like that served. Rather, I should say, I will give a gift sub to whoever wins, whether they want it for themselves or they wish to gift it to someone else. Last chance. Ten seconds. I'm not going to be able to follow this greatly using my spaced out keyboard here. .420 and they can see me racing for the top position. Uh-oh. Who's gonna get it? They can see me taking that lead away, just sniping it. They can avoid all the obstacles. Wait, how did JK get up here? They can see me way ahead of everyone else, I think, now. And they just got yeeted. Oh no. So did 420. Who's gonna make it through? Got JK in second. Ooh, T getting ahead. T winning it. Yep, I rigged it for myself. Yeah. That's why I'm going to give the gift sub to T. Either for themselves or for their choice. They just resubbed earlier today, though, so... Thank you, T. That was perfect in timing for our subs. Let's do one more while the meatballs get a minute to cool down. While the subs get a minute to cool down. Oops, no, let's not do that. Don't type play. Don't type play. Don't type play. That was my mistake. I just wanted to do another random one. I didn't want to do the same map again. Now you can type exclamation mark play. We'll do one more round. And I might gift some other subs on top of that. Give it another couple of seconds for people to potentially join in. I'm assuming, well, the problem with clicking with the countdown on this is that I assume it's about 30 seconds behind for everyone else. And so I click OK to play, and it has a 10-second countdown, and there's still 20 seconds between it being real time for everyone. Alright, I'm going to start it now. Wow, that was a complicated way of getting started. Like bouncing up in the flower and then down through the stem type thing. Ooh, we got people way ahead. Atala Noah. I'll get it right one of these times. They Can See Me might have it this time, though. Almost off of the edge there. Where'd my music go? Is my music still going? No, where's my music? Ooh, Cosmos snuck ahead there. JK in second, T in 3, 4. They Can See Me in 3. T getting again.
Dollar message. Dollar message.
Pasta, they can see me. I didn't realize this is set up to alert 5 times.
Dollar
for
message.
5 gifties. That's gonna have to change.
Dollar message.
I'm guessing T wanted me to gift that one away as well, though they are more than welcome to it as well.
Dollar
They
message.
want gift sub for next month. Those are on top of it. Has absolutely nothing to do with next month being September. We might have to do some more marbles before the end of the month. Okay, here, let's take a look at our subs and see what we got. Oh, that's the same song again. I played out the playlist. That's why we're here, chat. I've played out the playlist. My third playlist of jazz music is a little bit shorter than the others. Just Minecraft. I keep poking along in my new world. So we got some cheesy ball-filled subs here. Salty, cheesy, saucy. These balls are living the good life. Thank you, Buns.
Dollar message.
Thank you, Buns. Getting that hype train going. That cheese is most certainly getting eaten. It's just not very pretty in the photo. So we're pulling that off. That's looking delicious. And I mean, this one's sealed up nicely. This is the one that tried to poke through. I still would probably trust lifting that half. Like, we got a decent bottom to it. Like, even got some nice color. Bonds. Thank you, Bonds.
Cheer 1000, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100, cheer 100.
Getting us to that level 2 hype train. I think that's my first level 2 hype train. I know it's the worst, isn't it? They can see me. Dubers! Thank you. All the gifties tonight. Chat must absolutely love meatball sandwiches. Let's see, we got photos here. Can I start?
PJ
stuffing my
Salt
face here?
1050.
Yeah, eating time. Cheers, chat. Yum, nom, nom, nom. Meatballs are yummy. More gifties. Thank you, Head of Broccoli. There's a lot of bread there. Definitely not doughy because the bread is baked. Like, there ain't no doughy about that. That's all bubbly. Even on the bottom there's bubbles there. Yeah. And like I said, Chad, I think you could do this much quicker if you want to make your own meatballs at home, or you're making a big batch of meatballs for something else. Just use some pizza dough. Just Atalanoa. Thank you for the bits. One more bite on camera. Let's give it the proper close up here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. More biddies. Yum. biddies. Ooh, I got a hype train emote. I get them too, chat. Thank you. Why don't we keep the food going tonight, chat? I'm gonna send all you lovely folks off. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna say, come view me here tomorrow. I hope everyone comes back and joins me here tomorrow. The person that was just about ready to click a button on wrapping up. Ugh. Thank everyone for joining in tonight. Thank you for all the gift subs. Thank you. Thank you for the resubs. For the raids. We had a bunch of raids tonight too. Feeling all the love from everyone tonight. Thank you. As usual, going to be back here for Monday, tomorrow night. I hope you come back to join me. We're going to do some more madness. I don't even remember what we're doing right now, which is why I'm not explaining what I'm doing. What am I doing tomorrow? Oh yes, the caramelized onion galette. We're starting pie week. We're doing pies all next week. So pie food all next week. Blame Buns, but like in a good way. Thank you, Buns. And thank you for joining me. I had a great time tonight. Had a lot of fun tonight. We should do more rankings. Like, I wish I had like pauses and stuff. Like, please, if you got ideas for the rankings, like, there's a ton of ranking lists out there, but so many of them have poor lists of things to rank. I need good ranking lists. If you got any, put them in the Discord. I asked people in the sub channel for suggestions tonight. Please make suggestions whether sub or not. Thank you. See all you lovely folks tomorrow. Good night.